Hannah was the same. And I was like, no, Mum, I was severely depressed when I moved back home. That's why I never left my bedroom.
Crazy talk.
Oh, a really quite horrible.
He like turns around and turns back. You're not there.
You never existed.
I was like,
Could you go and fix my Bebo for me?
yeah, I made my friend
Thanks.
Kelly made mine.
And then because you could put like skins on them and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then
Skins.
oh, hello, friends, and welcome back to the Sad Girls Club podcast. Woo! We're better this week. Thank you so much. We've rehearsed. Have you been chucked? Patriarchy getting you down? Cry behind your pal Amy's garage and ruin the New Year's party again? Well, you're in luck, because this is a place where you're allowed to be sad about the big things and the small things. So let's get started then, shall we? Again, I am your host, again and forever and always, I am your host, Hannah Elizabeth Morton, and I am joined by
Hannah Sutherland.
and
Amy Clark.
Perfect. I know, and we're missing Emma again this week.
Yes.
I feel like we didn't mention that we were missing her last week. We had lovely Chris on last week.
Yeah.
Emma's busy. Is she working? What's happening?
Fuck knows.
Who knows? We actually didn't text her. We just,
Who cares?
I know.
Don't check up on your friends. They're fine.
It's like, you know, when on Snapchat, you see the Snapchat map, you could see that all your friends were together, well, like without you, and you'd be like, oh, right, okay.
No, just you.
Yeah, I never actually had the. Yeah, I never did the Snapchat map.
No, I
Did you
didn't
not?
do that either.
Oh.
Had mine on ghost mode, so no one could ever know where I was. Ever.
you just live your life like a nomad. Like don't want anyone to pin you down.
Yeah.
Like, well, there's the new one.
I don't have Snapchat anymore. Sorry,
No, I went back into it
I
and
deleted
then
it
I've
like
deleted it
5
now.
years
I've
ago.
never had it.
Supposedly it's what the youth are using again. That's how they all text each other, Snapchat.
Oh no,
I was like that for me in high school, but I deleted it when I left high school.
yeah, no, I never had it.
No,
Just
never.
No.
You're not a big social media.
No, like I have Instagram. I'm debating about deleting my Facebook, but I
fuck Facebook.
love Pennycook Residence Forum. I am obsessed with the drama that is on Pennycook
I
Residence
love stuff
Forum.
like Denison. Not that I even live in Denison anymore, but Denison's like community page is wild.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's so
We
good.
had this was real. Someone posted psychic night at Pennycook Miners cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances.
Unforeseen.
And I was like, oh, she didn't see that one coming.
So my mum, my auntie Jean were actually going to go, and my mum was like, "Oh, we were devastated. We went to go and see her last week. She was great." And my mum went, "And you know who was also there?" And I went, "I don't know." She went, "Maureen that does the Avon." And I was like,
Oh, of course, Maureen, who
I was
does
like,
the
"Oh
Avon.
yes, Maureen is in touch with the spookies."
The spookies.
The spookies. I love that. Amy, what you sad about this week?
Not like sad, but like petty sad. All my friends are fucking moving out. All of them. All of them have. One of them's in student accommodation. One of them's moved in with her girlfriend. One of them has moved in with her other friends. Juliana's moving out.
Yeah, where's Juliano going?
Fucking Tradeston.
How dare he?
No, he's not moving to
No.
Tradeston. He's moving to Edinburgh.
I don't know. That's fine.
So, and I'm stuck with dead pigeons hanging from my building.
Oh, well, I've got a proposition for you, actually, that I meant to ask you in real life. We need cat sitters in general, and you could, like, stay at our flat for,
Yes.
like, a fucking week if you
Yes.
wanted longer.
Yes.
Do you want to do that?
Fuck yes.
That was an individual.
I didn't think you would want to because...
I thought you were going to say
Why
you're
wouldn't
renting out
why
your
wouldn't I
spare
want to look after?
Yeah, but it's
a
far
cat?
away from your work.
No, it's not. It doesn't take me long to get. I used to do it.
Okay, well,
interesting.
I have a car and I'm actually 2 minutes away from you. So who is the better candidate here to be
Well,
cat?
we have a cat.
We need someone to look after the cat when...
100%.
Well, Dan's wedding is an issue because you're at Dan's wedding.
I will.
You're like, I will commute.
I will
commute from Skye.
every night.
I'm like,
Okay, well, you can
represent
take it for Dan's wedding. I'll be back for
something.
not Christmas or Pant or anything like that. But
You're like, actually, I'm really
I'm
busy.
actually busy.
But I'm just saying, if you want like to play house for a wee bit, we need
that's
someone
like
to
me.
look
I'm,
after the cat.
I'm staying at my auntie's this week because they're on holiday, and I'm like, I can't wait to do the dishes. It's like
I'll do the dishes when I want to do the
yeah,
dishes.
not when I'm asked to. Yeah, so that's just. Is that I'm actually, honestly, truthfully, so happy and excited for them all, but I'm also like,
What
God,
am
get
I
me
doing?
out of my household.
It is like, don't get me wrong, like my mum and dad are great, and our
Yes.
house is very nice and all that sort of stuff, but like I had to move back in on 2 different occasions.
Oh, yes.
And it was as if there was like a gun to the back of my head. Like I was like, I hate it here. Like, and my mum even says now that she's like, oh yeah, your cousin Harry had to move back in, he's not lifted a finger since, and blah blah blah. And I said to your Auntie Louise, oh, Hannah was the same. And I was like, no mum, I was severely depressed when I moved back home. That's why I never left my bedroom.
Literally me during lockdown, pure 3 months of depression. She's like, yeah, you got through so many movies, didn't you? I was like, yeah, I couldn't get out of my fucking bed.
Yeah, like I could not move. I just sort of heard my mum say it, and I was like, no, was maybe the worst moment in my life when I moved back.
Pure broke up, lost all my friends. I'm like, God, let's watch
Twilight
the
again.
Hunger Games again. By heart.
Are you not going to look for a flat? Where you at?
I don't have the money.
You also need someone to move in with.
Yeah,
and
well,
if
that's
they're
the thing.
all
Well, I
moving,
think my friend, I don't want to tempt it, but my friend is going to buy a house. That's the thing, they're all fucking mortgages. And I'm like, how the fuck are you got money? Where's all this money come from?
you are all very young as well to do all that.
Crazy talk. But yeah. So, but they might buy a house, and I might.
Just be
I
there.
might be there one day with all my stuff in their spare room. But yeah, I don't know what. It's just too much money now. Like
It's so expensive.
yeah. And I love my dog too much, and my mum wouldn't let me take my dog.
Oh really?
Yeah, she loves him too, but he loves me more.
But then there'll be like it'll be one of those things where it's like, oh, and could you take the dog because we're going here, and then the dog
Yeah.
just stays at yours. Then
Yeah.
You know what? The dog's
never goes
getting
back.
old.
Oh.
Don't worry. No,
we spoke about this before.
he's gonna live forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a
Yes.
cockroach. He's never going to die.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's never gonna die.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hannah, what you said about?
I
always catch you off guard with this question. It's every week.
That was kind of on pitching.
Pesto the penguin made me sad.
That made you sad. How do you feel about the wee hippo thing that's going about at the moment?
Wait, is this the little small hippo who's like eating everyone?
Yeah,
He's like,
what is it called?
oh yeah, I love this little guy. Oh my god,
haven't seen
I said that to people today. Wait, I'm gonna try and find
It's like
it.
this like baby hippo, and people are photoshopping it into everything, and like it's
think I
called
have seen it.
something.
Yeah.
I want to try and
I feel
see
like
if
that
there's
would
it.
make you like happy sad.
Yeah, it's certain animals get me. Like I can't watch any David Attenborough things.
Oh.
It's fucking harrowing.
Yeah, and then it's like,
always
oh, the baby puffin was about to
Yeah.
be eaten. Let's see it. Is that what song I think it is?
I don't know this song. It's just so cute.
Is that disrespect
Wait.
your surroundings?
Wait,
I don't know if the camera picked that up at all.
mooding,
Yes, that's what it's called.
mooding core.
Oh, Hannah, that's going to make you cry.
Oh no, that music makes me cry actually. Oh look.
What do you mean? Oh look, it's like
He's quite cute though.
he is so
baby.
cute. Little mooding. Oh, there's mooding and pesto.
Yeah, there's pesto, look.
Pesto and Muding, but as someone who used to, for a very long time, work in animal advocacy.
So they're
See?
not in good conditions.
Exactly.
I feel like we
Cry
should
about mooding this week.
just
Justice for mooding.
I feel like maybe a episode we should do is just like us watching TikTok, watch
Yeah.
TikToks
Yes.
with us.
like
Yeah.
Gogglebox but for TikTok.
Just like my friend did that. We just went round to her house and she like airplayed her phone on the telly and just went through all her favourite TikToks.
I'd be embarrassed to show my
I was
TikTok
oh,
page.
some of mine are horrendous.
But- yeah,
I
brutal.
sometimes get onto really cursed. Like you're sometimes like, how am I here?
Yeah, and it's my TikTok is now the Sad Girls Club TikTok. It's me controlling it, man behind the curtain, and it's like because it's like Sad Girls Club. I sort of like to. Like as much as I personally like the thing, I'm like, this is on brand for us,
Yeah.
right? So I think I started liking a lot of like, you know, what I mean, like just like a girl's outfit video that's got like 20 likes on it, and being like, okay, like we like this, and we're supporting and we're reposting, and now all I get is like things with like 2
Outfit of the
likes on them
day.
and stuff like that, and it's like really like weird. It's like just like a picture of Sandra. Like, where like the sparkles around it and stuff like that.
It's always a very niche song that's on the background.
And I'm just like, no one's explained this to you, and there's no point in explaining it to you.
Love it.
I really enjoy it. What am I sad about this week? I feel like I'm going to talk about my fucking cat again.
No, is the cat okay?
The cat's okay, but it's more she doesn't know that she hurts us because of the claws. And so it must be very confusing for her that like sometimes when she like claws up your leg, you're fine because you've got jeans on, and then other times it's not okay because you've got
down,
shorts on. And then she just must be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because we're constantly
Fucking make up your mind.
like, Pierre, usually this is fine. But yeah, she's did I talk about this last week? No, I don't think I did actually. She's done a couple of like
jobbies.
Yeah, like around the house.
Knew it.
And like it's not her fault, but like we're like, come on. She also peed my bed. That was great. She peed exactly where I sleep in the bed, and I wait. And this was after finding her poop in her cat carrier, and it was in the cat carrier, so we couldn't find it. We could smell it, but we couldn't find it. So we were like me and David actually like 12 o'clock at night picking up couches and things like that, going, it's somewhere, like blah blah blah. We then eventually found it. We're like, right, okay, accident, fine.
You'll get used to like not looking for it anymore. Charlotte's cat will be, full legal name, Charlotte. This cat will be sick on like a kitchen chair, and we're just about to leave, and I'm like, do you want me to get that? She's like, leave it. I'm like,
no,
that's so wrong. No,
but someone else will get it. But
yeah,
like,
fine. No, when I had like a dog growing up, it was like very much like, have I seen that dog sick in the corner, or will my mum see it before me, like type thing. So it was a lot of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the cat shit, you know the cat has shit instantly when it happens. And then so we'd done that, we cleaned everything up, and then was like, okay, time for bed. Got into bed, and I was like, she's peed this whole bed. Like literally was like in the bed, and I was like,
imagine
great.
like baby's done that like instead of pooping in a diaper, they'll
a diaper?
Like, yeah, what's that? A nappy diaper. They'll like shit somewhere and like let you try and find it. Treasure hunt.
I know. And then she did it. It was like under the bed as well, and it's always like, well, she's got like zoomies, so I think like
she's like shitting her mouth.
no, but I think like she sort of goes like, oh, and it's happening now.
You should have called it mooding.
No, her name is Lady. I did have to. That was quite funny. I had to phone the vet just to like be like, she'd register her as an animal, and she was like, in the name, and I was like, oh god, I've called my cat Lady, and so I was just like, it's Lady, and she was like, Lady Martin. I was like, yes.
Oh, cute.
But I was like, oh, that just sounds like she's a Tory, and I don't enjoy that. But I just thought Lady was cute. Anyway, but yeah, she keeps like accidentally clawing us and stuff like that, so I'm just covered in like little cuts, but it's not her fault. She doesn't know.
No. Gentle parenting.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Stop. Move you into a new activity. Don't fucking touch that.
And honestly, today I was trying to curl my hair, and like I could see, like I'd left my laptop going on the desk, like just to like listen to something, and she kept like stepping on it and like hitting pause.
Geyser does that.
I was just like, for fuck's sake. And then I turned around being like, what's she up to now? And she was like on top of David's monitor, like this thin, and she was just like balancing.
What's that called? Planking.
Like she was planking. Like, and I obviously like grabbed her off and was like, no, but she'd obviously then like discovered a new thing. So what was happening was I was like chucking her across the room to be like, no, and then she was like bolting back. But I was like,
yeah, this is a game. Catch me.
So I was like catching her like mid-air, like, to get her away. So she was obviously having a fucking great time, where I was like, come on, like, she's like, I've got a podcast to get to. But yeah, that was cute. It's sad because she doesn't know, but I'm like, I don't want to shout at her either.
No, that's not going to help.
This is a bit of a tangent, but I really enjoy animals that have human names.
Oh, like Stephen?
Yeah.
I was going to say Steve.
Steve. Is it because of the horse TikTok?
What?
Stephen, I thought you were dead.
Oh yeah, Stephen.
I don't know that. Sorry.
It's literally like this woman's farm, and the horse is lying down, and she like opens the door and just goes, Stephen, like in the biggest Scottish accent, and the horse pops up and she goes, oh, I thought you were dead.
Oh, that's
like,
cute.
it's very cute. I was like, a horse called Stephen?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We went to, during the summer, me, mum and dad went to the Lake District for a couple of days, and there's a wee zoo that we always go to. And it's really cute. It's tiny, and my mum was like, I'm going to get your dad a lemur feeding experience.
Oh, the lemur.
And I was like, okay, bit niche.
Yeah,
but
interesting.
okay, fab. So we all went in to feed the lemurs. They all jump on you. They just will jump from above onto you. And me and Dad went in, first of all fine. Lemurs were kind of like, oh, there they are. My mum arrives. Immediately, one of them launches itself down, lands on her chest, and uses her as a kind of plinth. But all we could see...
Your mum is quite a booby woman.
She's
as
quite
well.
busty. Was her eyes, like popping up.
What,
It's like,
her or
Is
the
it her
lemur's
eyes and the
eyes?
they kind of got similar eyes.
Just like,
No, hers. The wee lemur was eaten. But one of the lemurs was called... the keeper was like, oh, so that's Smoky and like a bit stripy, and then we've got Stuart.
Stuart.
And she kept going, Stuart, come down. Stuart, don't do that, Stuart.
Oh, I love
I
that.
don't think I'd call a lemur Stuart.
Yeah,
I
Stuart.
don't
You
know.
should be like EW or UE.
How are we spelling that?
So the Catholic or the Protestant spelling?
Is that what? Wait,
Yeah,
what
no,
one's
there's like an Irish spelling and a...
which? Is there?
There's always an Irish spelling.
Yeah, we will find a way to spell it that way.
Stick a GH in there.
So for the visual listeners, for the visual watchers,
The visual
we've got
learners.
like little cups this evening because I haven't replaced our wine glasses, which I will, but I keep forgetting. Because we are going to play a little game this evening. We are going to play Never Have I Ever. And me and Hannah both have wines, and you have a
Designated driver.
Designated driver. So you have a wee non-alcoholic Kopparberg. Fun fact: when I asked the girl in Tesco if she had any non-alcoholic beers, that's what she pointed me to, and I was like,
I was thinking you would have gotten me a beer.
So I tried, and then I was like, any beers? And she went, oh yeah, the Kopparberg's non-alcoholic, and I was like, cool.
Any beers?
Beers? And I literally went, any beers? And then she looked very confused for 10 seconds, and I was like, never.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
It's nice.
I'll
It's
get
like
that.
tastes like an oasis.
Oh, very nice. I know. I also weirdly double checked it for Davy. I don't know why.
It's always good to check. You can have
I
it.
just went like, will I kill me with this? No.
Beautiful.
Is there any alcohol with Davy in it apart from like a white Russian?
Like Bailey's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is a point.
Pina colada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like kind of creamy stuff.
I just wasn't sure if it was like a traces thing. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Not dead yet.
So what I did was, what website? It was like a magazine that I went on, and it was like, Never Have I Ever questions, and it was Glamour UK.
Oh, yeah.
Best Never Have I Ever questions, right? And so I was like, right, okay, I'll just screenshot them. I'll ask them. We'll just like rattle through because it was like
Yeah.
45 of them. So I was like, if we have, drink. If not,
Yeah.
like just keep going. Blah blah blah. And then for some reason there was like 4 sections of 45 questions.
Right.
That was like one literally at the top was like best Never Have I Ever questions. So I was like, right, okay. And then the next ones were like the funniest Never Have I Ever questions. And then the next one was like for best friends Never Have I Ever questions. I was like, and I think they're
The
all.
bestest ever most used funny lol.
But I was like, so you guys can pick which ones.
Okay, you can just do random ones.
Yeah.
So would you like weird Never Have I Ever questions?
Yeah, let's start with
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so you obviously know the rules.
If
Yes.
you've done it, drink.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then maybe tell us the story
Okay.
if you want, or take it to the grave, whatever you want
Okay.
to do. So weird Never Have I Ever questions. Never have I ever used someone else's toothbrush. We're going in really mild here. You've never used someone else's
No.
toothbrush? Oh.
I just use my finger.
Well, in
Maybe
general?
like by accident.
like every day.
Your
I-
pure gums.
No.
I think I use David's toothbrush.
like maybe by accident, but not on purpose.
No, I use David's toothbrush all the time.
Yeah, I've used someone
Oh,
else's toothbrush.
Okay.
Never have I ever lied to leave the club early. I'm very surprised at you.
I'll be like, I want to leave.
I am leaving.
I won't make up a lie. I'll be like, I'm away.
What's your lie, Hannah?
Just, I don't know. I'm getting a migraine. When I'm like, I'm just about to
just
start and I
done
want to go home. Yeah.
I think it's like better. I don't think I'm actually like there to the bitter end most of the time. But a wee Irish goodbye is always quite good.
Yeah.
Just
It's
leave.
sometimes just goodbye.
I've done that at quite a lot of fringe things of just like sort of
Gone.
looking round. You're not really in a group, and then you
Yeah.
just go, I'm just going
Bye.
to go.
Yeah.
Never have I ever eaten leftover food that's probably gone off. 100%.
Not even leftover food, just food that's gone off.
I've just realised this for audio listeners. They don't know if we're drinking.
Oh yeah. Drink.
I know.
Drink.
So
Okay.
you need to announce yourself when
Okay.
you're drinking.
Drink.
Drink.
Yeah, we all
Wait,
drank there.
Amy, yeah.
Oh, I think I do that. I think I did that today.
Undercook, overcook, burn,
Yeah.
eat raw food. I am surprised I've made it this far. Out of date food, everything.
I don't really
I'm not
believe
good with
in-
food hygiene at all.
I don't believe in sell by dates.
Oh no, I believe in sell-by dates.
No. My mother's house as well, we don't cover anything in the fridge.
Oh, it's just exposed?
No, I'll
Yeah.
put a bit of tinfoil on it.
No,
but
David
even
goes-
that's the wrong thing to put on it.
Oh no.
Is it?
What,
What,
meant to
does it
put
need
like
to be cling film?
cellophane on it. Yeah, cling film.
Right, okay. How does cellophane work?
What do you mean?
It's so awkward to cut and then you get it out and then it's
Yeah, it's
this
crinkled up. by
sort
then.
of and then you get this tiny little ball and you're like, what am I supposed to use?
Yeah.
It's so, I hate it so much.
What you should do, and this is what I used to do in the bars, is like you like pull it out, you put the thing
in.
under it while it's
I
still
still
attached,
can't-
and then thingy it
I
off.
still can't get to it.
Oh.
Anyway.
I hate it. Anyway, moving on.
Riveting conversation
Yeah.
we're having. Never have I ever paid for a gym class and not attended.
Oh God, yeah.
Hannah, you're drinking, not you, Amy.
Oh,
You there?
getting my money's worth.
I've never paid for a gym class. I've never booked a gym class.
If I paid for it, I'm going.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of me. I'm like, I've paid money for this, so I need to go to it. That's my motivation to go for it.
But then I think a lot of my pals do that thing where they go like, oh, I've booked 10 sessions or something like
yeah.
that. And then they go to about 3 and then go,
Fair enough.
Never have I ever caught my parents having sex.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I think maybe I have.
I've kind of spoken about this before.
no.
You know that way, like with so I've just drank there. I think you know that way in childhood where you go back and you
We've
go.
had this chat, I think,
I was like,
before.
oh, that's what that was.
That's what it was, yeah.
Ugh. But I've blocked it out mentally.
Yeah.
Good.
Never have I ever pretended to be someone else. Amy,
Oh, 100%. Wait.
Hannah, you drank as well.
Yeah, I lie about who I am all the time.
Yeah,
On
you do it
nights
on
out.
nights out.
Nights
Just in general.
Identity theft.
Hannah, who did you pretend to be?
I managed to convince someone at the Fringe that I was psychic.
Oh,
Yeah.
why did you do that?
He was just a bit of an arsehole.
That's what I do when people annoy me.
Yeah.
I just take the piss out of them.
And he was going on and on about Rosalind Chapel, and he came out with the fact that he was psychic first of all.
Oh,
And he was like, so I was in Rosalind Chapel and I like tuned into this archway and I connected with this nun. And I was just like, okay.
Connected with a nun
Yeah.
is like the most like, what does that even mean? Like,
Yeah.
like so.
And I was like,
ambiguous. Is
What
that
are
the right
you?
word?
guess so, yeah.
What are you tuning into? I
so
was
then
like,
you just went, I'm
I
psychic
went-
too?
You know what? And I thought, I'm just going to go with something niche.
Uh-huh.
And I went, do you know where Tantallon Castle is? And he went, oh yes, of course. And he fucking does not, because it's in the arse end of nowhere. He was from Glasgow. It's East Lothian way up on the coast. It's quite hard to find.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, no,
I
you
don't know where that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I went, so I was with my dad and we'd just been like a wee day trip around East Lothian and it was getting on. And we went into the castle and I went, it was just something a bit odd. And I said, it wasn't, I said, I've never had nothing like this has happened, but I went, we just weren't the only ones there. And left it there. And he was like, what was it? And I was like, I went,
It was you.
We've actually met before.
and I just kind of left it there. And he kept going, but what? And I went, I honestly don't know. And I went, but it was just a really quite horrible.
He like turns around and turns back. You're not there.
You never existed.
I was like,
What the fuck?
literally pulled this out of my arse. My friend Sarah, who I don't think so listen to this. I hope she does. She might
Yeah.
do. Literally turned to me and she went, "Did that?" And she went, "Did that happen to you?" She went, "Did you actually see something?" And I went, "No, I made it up." And she went, "Oh my god, I believed you."
Like an actor.
I'm like, "Thank you."
know.
So yeah,
That's a very
I can
good one.
cosplay as a psychic.
I like that. You just pretend to be Irish.
Anyone and
Yeah.
everyone. Irish. It tends to be Irish, but yeah, any accent, I'm there for it. Just
perfect.
someone else.
I know I haven't seen you on a night out in a while, so I'm like,
yeah, we need
I'm
to go a
excited.
night out actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your birthday
On
No.
Saturday?
On Saturday.
Yeah,
Because you were like, oh, birthday drinks, and I was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
What you doing? Tangent, sorry.
Having dinner in my auntie's house
Oh, that's
with
nice.
my friends.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cute.
So yeah.
While you're house sitting.
Well, I'm just going to be in a little frock with gloves on, doing the dishes, serving
like,
my
"My
friends.
home."
little penny. Yeah.
Very nice. Very sophisticated for your 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
Very demure.
I think I went to the garage or something.
Garage is shutting down.
No, it's not.
That's what the word on the street.
How is it shutting down?
Are you not thinking of the shed?
Both, I've heard.
Oh my God.
Well, the
Where are
shed's
people gonna
definitely
go?
shutting down, but
Yeah.
let me fact
Hold
check
on, live
the garage.
Googling.
This live Googling you said, I've never heard this in my life. Until...
It's another podcast I listen to.
Right, okay.
Em Rossiano's Emsolation. It's my favourite, and it's actually what got me into podcasts, and I really like
Oh.
it, so I'll listen to it. She's in I'm just talking over you, Googling.
Okay, no,
she's-
it's not been shutting down, but it's 3 days a week.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
But I
Just
thought they
starts.
were shutting down.
Nah, they're like a big gig venue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, number 7. Never have I ever ignored someone in public.
Oh my God.
100% I've
Yeah.
fucking
Every
done
day.
that.
Yes.
Drink.
drinking.
I've drank.
Yeah, you drank, Amy.
I drank. You'll be able to tell if I've drank because after every sip I have a fucking burp. It's like the gases thing.
Just if you catch me on the bus on a Monday, we're
Don't
not
speak
we're
to
not
me.
talking.
Once, this is so bad, right? Once someone got on the bus who kind of went to like ga together. Oh, God. And don't put this in the clips
I
to
don't-
share on social media. And then like they got on the bus at the same time, and like they were going out of town. And I got off at Rutherglen and got on the bus behind because I just couldn't bear the conversation.
What, like you waited on the next bus? Oh God!
Like I was like just
God.
getting off here, and then there was like a bus, like a couple cars behind, and I just got on the bus. Behind.
I've done it
Just
before
can't do
where,
it.
like,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I've said to people, I'm like, you know where you meet at the bus stop and
Yeah.
you go like, oh, you're getting on the bus, and I go, by the way, you really don't have to sit with me if you don't. Like, I will happily do the conversation.
Yeah.
But I understand that,
Literally.
like, if you go, actually, I'm fucking knackered, I'm going to go over here.
Yeah.
That's fine. I did a fucking... This isn't pretending to not know someone. This is actually getting caught out of, like, not knowing someone. I went into...
Was it like your mum or something? You're like, who?
Who the fuck are you? No, I went back into my... Did I say this last week? Maybe I did. Oh, well, you're listening to it again. But I went back into my high school to see my ex-drama teacher, and she was like, oh, just take my keys and go into the drama base, because I was a trusted student. I lived in that drama base. But she was like, just go in there. A meeting's running over. I'll come in a minute, right? And then 5 minutes go by, and this guy teacher like opens the door that obviously I've just never seen before. Like it's a new teacher or whatever. And I automatically go, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just waiting on Mrs. Campbell, and I'm in for a meeting. And he was like, oh, yeah. And sort of like smiled at me, and then went to close the door and like opened the door again and was like, you don't remember me, do you? And I literally, like, for the first time in my life, I was pure.
Who the fuck are you?
Usually I would try and bluff it, or like
Yeah.
maybe half recognise. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have a and I went like, oh, my brain's like a sieve, like I'm really bad with names, blah blah blah. And he was like, we went to college together. Still absolutely fucking nothing. And then he was like, and he sort of specified that we were like a year apart, but I couldn't quite figure out like which way. And then I was like, oh my God, like I was like, I really, really, really don't remember. But I was like, oh, like, so just started talking about college, that's fine. My drama teacher comes in and she's like, oh yeah, and I was saying to Steve, or whatever his name was, I was saying to Steve, and I was like, still absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
And I said to her
That's such a
afterwards, I was
shame.
like, thank you so much for throwing me that bone there. But and she was like, oh no, I knew you needed it. But I was like, still
Nothing.
not a fucking
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, he's obviously like a man now and like all this sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Maybe if I saw a picture of him from college, but I was
Sometimes you
like,
need to see people in the setting that you remember them in too. Like seeing somebody in a suit in your old high school, you're like,
yeah, he's like
Whoa,
no.
a teacher now
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Whereas like in my head, I'm still 16 years old. So I was like, what do you mean you're a teacher? Like, but yeah, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, number 8. Never have I ever Googled my own name. 110% I have.
I don't think I have, you know.
I think
Never Google yourself?
we had to do an ICT. This is very niche, but I'm sure we had to do it in school where we were like,
ICT sounds so funny, by the way.
Google, what do you call it? Computing?
Like, it was
Yeah.
ICT, but everybody's called
school,
computing.
Yeah, I called it ICT. But we all had to like Google,
What, to see what your footprint was or something?
yeah, something like that. And there was a picture of me with a litter pick. It was like a school litter pick.
Oh, really?
And the
Like,
one
in the-
picture of me that comes up is me with this yellow t-shirt on and a wee litter pick. Like,
Buzzing.
What a good digital footprint to have
Yeah.
if you're an
on a
environmentalist.
litter pick.
I think for so long, one of my friends, if you Googled her name, and I don't know if it still happens, but for some reason, out of the million people with her name, she actually came up first, but it was her Pixel. Do you remember Pixels?
No.
Or like her Bebo.
Oh, right, yes, yeah.
It was her account, so it was like MySpace, but not MySpace.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
like,
Type thing. It was
yeah.
like almost like you designed a wee website for yourself
Yeah.
or whatever, and everybody used them. And you used to get people to like some people were really good at designing them, so you'd be
Yeah.
like, could you go and fix my Bebo for me?
Yeah,
And
I
then
made
you'd be
my
like,
friend
"Thanks."
Kelly made mine.
And then you'd because you could put like skins on them and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then
Skins.
yeah, so like the
Like
background of it, like
wallpapers?
wallpaper.
Oh, okay.
And then it would be like you would then like say in your bio PR like, thanks Gemma,
Yeah.
Gemma for the good
Shit.
people. Shout out to Gemma.
Sponsorship
Yeah.
at Gemma.
And you do your friends of the week. Do you remember that? You do like
Yeah.
your top 5 friends of the week.
Yeah, or you do like you'd rank your friends. I can remember.
And
I
you'd be
made-
like-
That's fucking brutal.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, this Amy's my top, my number 1 this week
Yeah.
because she did my Bebo.
I made my friend
That's
Kelly.
insane.
Kelly, who also does my nails. Shout out to Kelly McIntosh, beauty follower. on
Kelly
Instagram.
number 1 done my nails.
She still
Thanks,
does them.
babes.
She designed mine and set it all up, and I can remember whenever I used to go around to her house,
go and
I
see
used
if
to
I can
use
make a
her laptop
I don't think it exists anymore.
It's
because
shut down?
she had a webcam. And ours didn't have a webcam.
Oh, yeah.
So I would be at Kelly's dining room table with like Andy and Mary, her mum and dad, in the background, and I'm like, I'm on Bebo. like taking selfies.
I
It
was
was so
BEEBO.
BEBO. Yeah. We just said the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
I think it all shut down.
The first thing that comes up is what killed Bebo.
Yeah. I think it was fucking Instagram that killed Bebo, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a Rick and Morty reference. Okay, doesn't matter.
But it was very good. But yeah, her like when she googled her name, that she
That
was
came
like
up.
the top thing on it for some reason.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
I don't know how that's possible.
That's impressive.
She didn't even have like an obscure name or anything
Yeah.
like that. It was amazing. Anyway, but yeah, no, I've 100% googled myself.
I've not done that. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll do it. See what comes up.
If you do, one of my friends at the Fringe thought it was really funny when she figured out who my mum was to like Google my mum, because if you Google my mum, like I do show up in certain things. But she went so far back. I don't know if you saw that photo that I posted.
And
yes.
the carpet.
You were like,
Yeah.
mum obviously got invited to some sort of like Scottish red carpet, right? And she brought the whole family along, and we are the most early 2000s looking family in our lives.
You're there like,
I'm wearing
Serving
honestly an
fun.
outfit that I would wear now. Like, I've got dip dyed jeans on,
Yeah.
like purple dip dyed jeans on.
Fashion comes back around.
And then I just was like, yes,
it's
queen.
Katie's Fringe that does
Oh,
it for
Katie's
me.
Fringe is a whole
She
thing.
has like a barcode fringe. It's my
a
favourite thing.
wispy fringe is what she asked for. And then
wispy
Bob's wearing my dad was like, why is my suit 10 sizes too big for me? Like it's like hanging
That's
off him.
again
Fashion.
fashionable nowadays. Everything's baggier.
I know, but somehow she found that in the digital footprint. I was like, I haven't found that, but she was like, "Oh, scroll back far enough, and
Yeah.
you'll fucking find
Yeah,
anything."
literally.
Like, she really enjoys. She also found a picture of my mum that is like a headshot, but it's got like the Facebook like logo underneath it. That it's like it says like Lindsay Smith now on Facebook.
Oh.
And she literally thinks it's the funniest thing. I was like, that is pretty good. Okay, next question. Never have I ever fancied a friend's parent. I don't think I have.
I think I have, but I can't think who.
You're like, there's probably someone.
Like, surely there's got to be
Mum
one
or
of them.
dad, did you fancy?
I don't even know.
I don't
Probably
think
both.
I have. No.
My friend really fancies my dad.
Bob?
Yeah.
No.
Bob's a bit of a silver fox.
No.
Like,
No. No, not Bob.
No, I'm telling you right now. No. I'm trying to think who I would have liked. Probably one of my... Actually, I don't even know. Probably like someone in primary's
Oh yeah, there was probably like before you knew what actual fancying was.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know.
but not
No.
like during high school that I can kind of remember. Okay, maybe actually not then. No.
That was great. Thank you for that. We'll just cut that whole. Never have I ever given a partner an embarrassing pet name.
Oh, yeah.
It depends what you mean by embarrassing. I'm going to drink.
Everything is embarrassing to me on reflection.
Yeah.
So yeah, like.
I call
When I think of anything with any of my exes, I'm like, oh my God, die. Everything's embarrassing.
Me and David are quite bad for like babe or like baby.
Oh.
Which I think.
Baby, I can't dig, man.
Yeah.
No, but it's never like.
No, but like everyone says it, and like everyone says it, and then
I don't know where
being
it's
out
came
of a
from.
relationship, I'm like, oh God. But no, I kind of like when you go BB. And that's sure that's specifically how you say it.
Yeah,
You go, thank you, baby.
Thank you, BB. No, I do that to David quite a lot.
I call my friends baby, actually.
Yeah, I think baby's really cute. I think the cat was going to very close to be calling baby. Baby.
No one puts baby in a corner.
I know.
Until she shits everywhere.
Shit's everywhere. David's got quite a few zingers for me that like when he does call me Hannah, I'm like, are you mad at me? Like
Yeah.
what's going on
Yeah.
here?
Naan bread.
Yeah, nan bread's a whole. So it's like it went from like
Han.
yeah, but even so he discovered that like as a kid, my dad referred to me as like Nana because like banana, Hannah,
Okay,
like
yeah,
that sort of
yeah.
thing. And so like my dad still will go like right Nana, let's go like
You know
that
what
sort of
would
thing.
be like a good thing is like every day you would have to refer to you as a different song that had Nana in it.
There's quite a lot.
Yeah.
The Beatles, One Direction, you'd have a field day.
No, and then what else does David do? So it's when Nana, Nanners, Nan, Nan bread, Peshwari Nan bread, and then it's now
Love naan bread.
Peshwar, and then sometimes just Pesh, and then occasionally
It's borderline
Oh,
like cultural
it
appropriation.
literally just keeps going, and then Pesh, and then Joe Pesci every so often. It literally has like it has been 6 years, so it's
Why is it called you Joe Pesci?
honestly I'm like oh
Joe
Joe Pesci.
Pesci's a fucking king.
He really likes Joe Pesci.
I love
I
Joe
don't
Pesci.
enjoy Joe Pesci.
Wait, is Joe Pesci the person who was on I'm a Celebrity?
No, in Goodfellas, that's Joe Pasquale you're thinking of.
I really was like stumped there for the fact that you're like, no, I know who you're
Joe
talking about.
Pesci. Wait, is Joe Pesci the guy who's in Home Alone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're both kings. But I was actually thinking of the wee guy from I'm a Celebrity.
Joe Pasquale. That might be the next one. Who knows?
Pascal. Pascal.
We'll do a couple more. Hold on, let me see. Never have I ever created a fake Instagram to stalk someone. I really fucking hope we haven't.
I haven't.
No,
No.
I haven't.
Good. Tick that one off. I know. Never have I ever fake cried to get something.
Oh my God, yes, I have.
I'm drinking
I don't know if I have.
because I believe I've not fake cried, but I've like pushed the cry.
Oh, I've fully fake cried in front of someone.
Who did you fake cry in front of?
In order to get a day off work, I cried in front of my manager.
Valid.
That's so
completely
valid.
valid.
That's so valid.
Not my current, I have to say. It was a terrible job that I used to have that I no longer work there.
Was it a bar shift?
No,
No.
no. In a certain
Oh wait,
club,
I
yes.
know what job this is. Never mind.
Yeah.
Who shall not be named?
Nope, they won't be named.
No
And
promotion.
No.
I fully cried in front of her. And then she went, oh my God, are you like okay? And I was like,
No.
If I work this shift, I'm going to kill someone.
no, okay. And she gave me the day off.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Easy.
I would have phoned in sick anyway. I was
Yeah.
at that stage. I was
I
like,
seen a
"Fuck
video
that."
that was like, one way to get like sent home is to just say you've shit yourself. If I brought this
or
up,
to just shit yourself.
or to just
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
What are they going to do?
if you go through and
Stop
you're
you?
like, I've just shit myself, they're not going to be like,
you must stay.
you must. Maybe I have brought that up before.
But then I think as well, like it's weird because if you came upstairs like in a fucking pub chef and went like, I've just vomited downstairs, they'd be like, and what? Like
mints in the drawer.
they'd be like, hope you feel better. Like on you go. But if you were like, I've just shit my pants, they'd be like, okay, yeah,
Literally.
no, valid.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I've been very close. No, I did cry. Not fake cry. So I had a piano teacher when I was young who was like,
everyone did.
ruthless. And
I didn't. You had personal piano teachers?
Yeah,
She taught my brother. She taught my brother.
Yeah, no, it was like my own thing. Like, you know, as a wee kid, you're like, I want to learn an instrument, and then you go, this is hard. I don't want to do this anymore. But she was like old school piano teacher, and like she didn't quite understand that I was like dyslexic as well, so like things would take slightly longer. Don't get me wrong, I also wasn't practicing, so that's my own fault. But then she really went through me, and I was like, what, 10 maybe? But she like screamed at me this one day, and she lived round the corner from my mum and dad's house, and so she did make me cry, but like as a kid, like I sort of like left and I was crying, and like on my walk home I stopped crying, right, because I was like, oh right, okay, I'm done now. And then I got to the gate of my mum's house and I went, like made myself cry again, and then I never went back to piano lessons.
Good for you.
But fully was like still upset about it. But anyway,
last one,
and no, that shit. That shit as well. Oh, I want a good one. Never have I ever done something so bad in public that I still cringe to think about it this day.
Daily basis.
Yeah, I've done
Just
some
going
embarrassing
through
stuff.
life.
Yeah, I've got a good one.
You tell yours.
Go for it.
I left a friend's flat. I think it was maybe like...
You also need to drink your wine.
Oh, yes.
I've been drinking this even. I'm just thirsty.
Just as a juice.
Maybe like 2021 and stuff was beginning to open back up again. But you could only go into a restaurant and like drink outside. It was weird. So we'd all been out for dinner, and then we went back to we got wine and stuff, went back to our flat, and I booked an Uber home. And as I was leaving, I'm really clumsy, like insanely clumsy. I twisted my ankle, put my knee down to stabilise myself, fully fell head over heels in front of my Uber driver.
Oh God.
My knee split and I was like, I had like ripped jeans on, light blue ripped jeans.
Wait,
blood is
How many bottles of wine had you had before this?
maybe like 1.5.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
No. Was it that one you go like, I'm not that Stephen, and somehow I look
I was
the
honestly
most
like,
drunk
I just rolled my ankle and that was it, and then all hell broke loose. Fell in front of the Uber driver. The Uber driver literally looked out the window at me. I'm like,
and drove off.
No.
He's like, COVID, I can't come help you, so
Luckily
sorry.
he didn't. I got in the Uber and I was like, because I was like that panicky way when you've hurt yourself but you don't know what to say, and I was like, Uber for Hannah. And he went, yes. Not a word for the rest of the journey.
That's kind of like,
That's what you need.
what would you want? Like, how's your...
I just a sort of, are you okay?
Yeah.
I literally was in the back of the taxi.
But then maybe him just not acknowledging it. You didn't acknowledge it. He didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That's respectful.
But I was in the back of the taxi with my leg like this going...
You're like a jar. Like.
Yeah, because I couldn't bend it. I was
He
so
just thinks
scared.
you've got like serious asthma.
I was so panicky. I remember I got home back to my flat. I didn't have any plasters. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Because my knee was like, I've still got a
Gushing.
scar on it. And I was like, fuck. So cleaned it all. And then I was like, right, what do I use? I got a sanitary towel and sellotaped it to my leg.
That's
And it worked.
MacGyver. Like,
It really worked.
Well done.
Next good morning, I did wake up. I was like, what's happened to my leg?
What
I
have
was
I
like,
done?
oh
Taking
my
my
God, why?
period from my knee.
I'm bleeding out of my knee.
It's changed.
Got out of bed, and then I was like, my ankle had like doubled, and then I had like a fanny pad that was then like halfway down my shin, and I was like, oh, quite ingenious.
Interesting.
Good night.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
embarrassing.
But is that like one of those flashbacky ones?
Yeah, I do go. I'm like, oh, I feel like, and I still gave the Uber driver. I was like 5 stars.
See, I don't like. David sort of said to me the other day, he was like, you don't get embarrassed, and I was like, no, I do get embarrassed. I just
Play it cool.
Yeah.
not even that. I just own up to it. Like I'll just be like, I just did the most embarrassing thing, like because I'm like, I can't live with it.
Yeah.
So there's ones from like my youth that now that my frontal lobe has fully attached, that I go like, oh god, like that was bad, because I think I was so just like, oh yeah, like everything's fine, like wouldn't ever think anything was that embarrassing. And it was like I had a vaguely older boyfriend. He was only like 2 years older than me, but in school that was obviously like he could go to clubs and I couldn't and stuff like that. And I think he'd left school as well. No, that was it. I was in 6th year and he'd just left. And it was all his friends were like going on nights out and stuff like that, so I'd always get invited, so I was able to get like my cousin's ID to go, and I was like so excited. But it was like stuff like you were still like going out with a bunch of guys, so it was like you know what I mean, like, so it was I had like these big stupid high heels on or something like that, and they were like, oh yeah, we're just going to get like the train into town to go, and they were like, there's a bit like where we live where it's like you just like, oh, it's almost like a path through like a wooded bit, but it's like a bit that everybody goes down or whatever, but I'm obviously in fucking high heels, and I remember like my ankle just like went, and I went like fucking down, and like scraped all of my leg, like everything, but just sort of like bounced back up, like no embarrassment whatsoever. It was just like, oh, like what are you going to do, like blah 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 blah. And now I think like, and then I think I fell again as well. I wasn't even drunk as well. Like just was like stupid.
A sober fall.
Just
really
like
bad.
in stupid heels that I couldn't walk in because I was trying to act a wee bit older, and like I had an ID to get into this club and blah blah blah. And then that relationship didn't like last very long. I think it was like a summer or something like that. And then I now think about it like, oh, put all those things together of like, you're the guy who's got like a bit of a younger girlfriend that you're bringing out with your pal, and you have to be like, oh, can you get a fake ID to come?
Can you also stand up?
And could you stand up? And I'm there with all his friends just being like, how funny. And we're like gravel in my knee and stuff like that.
Yummy.
Like I literally, like that's the thing that keep me awake at night. Is the things that I didn't think was embarrassing at the time that I now go, oh my God, I can't believe I was doing that.
We need to wrap.
We do need to wrap it up.
I've got a Women of the Week intro.
You got one ready?
Yeah, because I've been...
I have an idea for one.
Okay, yeah.
Songs of praise.
Not a clue what that.
It's like songs of praise, like a hymn.
Okay, let's keep that for one.
Put a pin in that one.
Yeah, I need to research that. But I've been listening to Fiona Apple.
Who's Fiona Apple?
Okay.
I don't know who Fiona Apple is.
I don't know who Fiona Apple is.
Let me live Google.
Can we?
Okay, we don't have time.
do
But
have time.
I'll just do. We don't. We need to leave.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, this is it. I thought he was a man, it was a woman of the week. Hunger hurts, and I gotta wrap up so fast. Okay.
This really does sound like something that I've heard before.
I don't know if you.
We can.
Okay.
Do it on the way home.
Right.
Who's your
People
woman
who
of the
get
week?
it, get it.
Okay.
Woman of the week is Hannah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes.
We need
So
to be
ours
so
is-
quick.
It's
We have
quite
60
niche.
seconds.
Virginia Hall.
And who is Virginia Hall?
She was a spy during World War II.
Oh, very cool.
She had a fake leg who she called Cuthbert.
Is that all the information we have on her?
No. So
That was
she.
it. I was like, great.
So during World War II, I think she was in like her 40s, 50s-ish, and she was called, Hitler called her like the biggest threat
Yes.
to Nazi Germany or something. And she was just this wee woman that she used to cut about France. She used to pose as a goat herder.
No, very good.
Meanwhile, like gathering intelligence and stuff. And all the German troops were just like, oh, it's just a wee woman with goats.
So that's a whole thing about women spies, like in movies and stuff. I know we need to wrap up. I'm saying this.
Sorry.
Your eyes are like
I'm full anxiety.
no, but women spies that they it's not like the sexy femme
they're
fatale
not.
in the
They're just
movies.
these normal wee
It's like
people.
the wee sort of receptionist woman who like MI5 and all this sort of stuff. Is they're the best spies because men ignore them.
Yeah.
And men don't pay them any attention,
Yeah.
and they'll have conversations around them, and
Yeah.
they'll just be like, "Great, thank you so much for that."
She did also.
Bad
she
boys.
refused a medal because she didn't agree with like the moral standing of the person that was giving it to her
Oh,
or something.
love
And she was
that.
like,
We
I
love
don't want
her.
that medal. And I
Yeah.
was
Tell me her
like,
name
It's
again.
like people who were been
Fucking
in their
class.
MBEs and stuff like that.
yeah. Virginia Hall.
Beautiful.
Virginia Hall.
Yeah.
We'll Google her and Fiona
Yeah.
Apple.
Still alive? No.
No,
Ah.
she was born in like 1906.
Okay, not alive.
She
She's
died when
100
she was 76, so she was good innings.
I love
Long,
life.
happy, healthy life. Queen.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. A lovely little never have I ever. Maybe I'll pick better questions next time.
Since I've never done anything.
I know, exactly. But thank you so much for joining us this week, friends. So like us on... follow us on Instagram at the Sad Girls Club 2024, on TikTok at the Sad Girls Club Pod. We're on YouTube. Rate us 5 stars. Okay, love you lots. Bye.